Hello and welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to some more Warhammer 3 Total War, playing in the Old World mod as the Ice Court. And, well, we have a very important battle ahead of us. If we lose this, we lose, like, whole provinces, right? It's not just this town that we're fighting for. But the battle result for the auto-resolve thing says close victory, which, I would say is fairly generous. But we do outnumber them. However, our reinforcements are going to be a bit delayed, and they're going to be tired because they are on forced march. And we are fighting against a spellcaster. All of their units have barriers. They have a lot of these pink horrors, which do insane amounts of damage. I don't think it's going to be a close victory. I think it's going to be more like a Pyrrhic victory. But here's the thing. Any kind of victory works for me right now, because this is their only army. And this is the only threat in the region for now. So yeah, I mean, pretty much everything I said last time, I still hold to be true. I think the biggest problem that I'm going to face is invasions from the north. God, the lighting is so gorgeous. Sorry, I'm just used to there being a ginormous pink color in the background, just neon pink shining on the battlefield sometimes, and it's kind of really pissing me off sometimes, I'll be brutally honest with you, but, yeah. Anyways. So, I'm gonna put these guys in the front, put these guys in the rear, put these guys as, actually, they're just regular cavalry, so let's get them in the woods. Alright. Start deployment, just start the battle. I mean, I'm just waiting for my reinforcements to come. They're gonna be about a minute 50. And, yeah. That's about it. So anyways, as I was saying, I think I might want to sacrifice all of these units against the pink horrors and such, because I don't care what happens to them. Even if they get wiped out, the army is the one that's important. These guys just get re-recruited and retrained after a little bit, so yeah. Anywho, I still think the main threat is going to be invasions from the north. The orcs I can deal with. I'll just focus my armies on the orcs. Once you've beaten 2 or 3 of their armies, once you've beaten 1 of their armies, let's be honest here, it's a heck of a lot easier. But let's say we beat like 2 or 3 of their armies. That's it. I mean, they're pretty much done at that point. They're just a load of free territory for me to grab. That's fine. I think the main problem is going to be... Holy frickin' hell, that's half the unit's HP. This is what I was talking about, like... That's going to be a problem. And the fact that the barriers just go up pretty much immediately... I mean, look at that, they still have barrier. Crying out loud. Okay. I mean, I don't know what to say, I really don't. Maybe I can focus down the Lord. It is just a spellcaster, and he is a big target. Maybe I can do that? Oh, but the pink horrors are now going to just demolish these guys. Anyways, don't care what happens to them. Like I said, this is a lot more important, and this is the main army that we're going to be fighting with. So let's charge down there. I'm going to have to slow it down as reinforcements rush into the battlefield. We're going to deploy them like so, and we're going to deploy the Kossars like so. And I'm going to get the 2 Griffin Legion, and they're not Griffin Legions, they're Winged Lancers. I'm going to get them that way to deal with the enemy. These Kossars are holding. We've gotten the enemy lord down to like 50 HP. Not bad. We've charged the blue horrors of Zinch, not the pink ones. Bit of a mistake there, I would say, but that's fine. And now... I think now I have to charge these guys with the lords manually. This army will get wiped out, there's no doubt about that. But that's okay, I can sacrifice them. This is why I said, like, this isn't going to be a close victory. This is more than likely going to be a Pyrrhic victory, because I'm about to lose all of this. That's okay, though. Their job is to primarily to distract the enemy while all of this is happening, so... Yeah. But I mean, look at this. Hero's lost like half of her HP already. Maybe I can dodge some of this. Yeah, that was alright. Being targeted by 2 pink horrors is not going to help. Now I'm going to lose the hero. I'm going to lose the hero to like 2 volleys of those things. I grossly underestimated how powerful pink horrors are, and what's worse, I've played with them a little bit in a campaign. I don't remember if it was Demons of Chaos or something else, but I've played with them a tiny bit, and I grossly underestimate how powerful they are. I mean, Zinch in general is a nightmare to deal with, but yeah. Okay, I don't think we're going to need more than this amount of troops, so I can probably redeploy these guys up north. These guys are crumbling, right? Yeah, they're already crumbling, so that's okay. Want you guys up forward, and that's about it, I think. We've sort of caught them off a little bit, which is good, but yeah. And this lord, we've gotten down to like, what, 3,000 HP or so? Yeah, it's alright, you know, I mean, it's alright, it's not terrible, and the Kossars are going to keep distracting the enemy, so honestly, I'm pretty happy about that, but I mean, just look at this, this is actually insanity. Okay, let's go that way. We need to help these guys out. Actually, if we can drop one right there as they come in, that'd be lovely. Okay, here's what I need to do. I need to target those guys over there. I'm going to lose both my winged legions if this persists. But maybe I can do something to stop it. Okay, we're going to win this fight. You need to move forward ASAP. You need to move forward ASAP. And I need all of you to start targeting that lot in the back. Okay. Kossars are not doing particularly great. Okay, did we wipe these? Not quite, but we're getting there. You're good. Okay. We've stopped them from firing, at least. That's something. We've stopped them from firing. These are exalted pink horrors of Zinch. Yeah, that makes a lot more sense. Those are the top tier units. Well, they're tier 3, they're not top tier literally, but as far as infantry is concerned, they are top tier units. You can get away, because I don't want you to take any more losses. Over here, we really should win this as armored Kossars against the enemy. I think we should be just stronger in pretty much every regard. You need to get out of there. You need to go after that lord. And I think we're good. Honestly, that should be it. That should be army losses. That should be the enemy defeated. You haven't done much this battle. Let's try and change that. Okay, unfortunately, the cavalry, the Kossovite dervishes broke. But there's just blue horrors of Zinch left, and they're about a quarter as dangerous, maybe less. Did I lose my lord? Did I lose the Ice Maiden? Or did she just run away? Because I told her to run away. We may have just broken that. If so, that's okay. Now those are tracking. Okay, Pyrrhic victory. Did she die, or did... Well, I can't see until... yeah. I knew there was going to be a Pyrrhic victory. Like, there's no way this can be a close victory when you actually play it. I mean, maybe if someone better than me plays it, fair enough. If I could play this again, how would I approach it differently? I don't think the initial stages of the battle can be any different. Maybe I can deploy somewhere else and have them take more time to get to me. Fair point. But at the end of the day, the pink horrors are just too much. And I don't think I can outshoot them. And I don't think I can outmaneuver them. I did lose the Frost Maiden of the Tempest. Crap. Okay, I'm gonna go with money. Devotion, not a big issue. Is she just like on 1 HP, or is she dead? I didn't see the notification that she's dead. Ah, killed in battle. Zelda Usenko. Bless you. Alright, that's all I can say. Is God bless you. Urson bless you, basically, right? Yeah, okay, income from all buildings when Ataman. Very important. Let's get that. And then this army is gonna go and get me some revenge for Griselda's death. And this one we can actually auto-resolve because this is a pitiful force. Nothing important here. Do we sack it or do we occupy it? I'm gonna sack it. I'm gonna sack it and then... Can I occupy it afterwards? No, I'm gonna take some attrition. That's okay. I'm gonna sack it first, and I'm gonna hope that they rebuild their army there first. That's sort of the other reason why I want to sack it. Because, you see, I'm coming down with the main army, the strongest army we have, but it's going to take a few turns to get there. If they rebuild an army here, chances are I'm going to be a bit late to the party, and they may take over the Bear's Teeth. And I don't want that to happen, so... Instead of letting that happen, I think if I sack this, they might raise another army there. Maybe. It is their older settlement, I think. This one's newer. And it's in the middle of enemy territory. This is kind of more isolated up here. It might make them raise the army here. I don't know for a fact, but maybe. Yeah, maybe. Okay. Firing drills on you, so our archers can do a bit better in combat. Zinch Corruption should go all the way down after this, but let's help it go down. Well, no, I need economy buildings first and foremost. And then I have the River Tobol. Fort Straghov. I don't need this, and I don't need this, I'm sorry. I don't need this either. Ugh, I know, but... What can I say except bear with me? This is going to be the Troll Country, and Sturin Ridge is going to be the big problem here, because they're going to keep attacking this way. And I don't want them to keep attacking this way, but... Not much to be done about that. Kostaltin is fighting back, and that's... I mean, that's something, right? That is definitely something. If Kostaltin wants to fight back, that's good. So how do I go about this? I think once I take over this place, the dwarves are going to keep a... They're going to be a good neighbor from the north, right? So we can get some good relations with them and stuff. We're going to like each other. I can then move this army over to Sturin Ridge and hold back, or Sturin Ridge and Troll Country, and just hold back the Zinch invaders from the north, which goes to say that Czeslaw Bukovski is going to be the anti-Zinch hero of Kislev. He's just going to fight Zinch forces for, well, at the very least for the foreseeable future. Yeah. Unfortunate as that may be. Speaking of, how smart is it for me to build stuff up in Todheim and the fort over here? Probably not very, right? Yeah, I might want to focus development further south where it's safer. I want to focus development on Kislev too, but... I could get it to tier 5. I could get it to tier 5. Question is why would I want to do that? For the elemental bears, I'm not going to recruit them anytime soon. For this, not really. For this, I guess faction-wide stuff is good. Yeah, I mean, it's fine, I suppose. Kind of feel like developing some of these minor settlements is going to be better economically. Yeah. I don't expect a confederation to happen with the Boyar Assembly. Yeah. Matter of fact, definitely not. Although I do get an aggression pact with the dwarves from the north. I do get a tiny bit of money from them too.
It is time.
Speaking of the dwarves from the north, did I see that right, or are you completely like armyless? If that makes sense. Yeah, you are. Oof. That's not very good. That would mean that they probably lost a fight to Zinch somewhere. That's very much not good. Okay. It's chaos. I mean, it is absolute, utter chaos, and I'm trying to get to the bottom of it. Well, not the bottom of the chaos, but I'm trying to control it as best I can. Let me go to... I think this tab isn't going to be very useful right now. If we go over to Lords and Heroes... So what was it? Yeah, this isn't very useful. If we go over to Lords and Heroes... Probably the most useful tab we can have right now. So...
Patriarch of Kislev.
Replenish troops. We have 3 armies. 4th one being constructed. Recruited, whatever you want to call it. We have Radoslava of the Ice, which is wounded for 7 turns. That's the agent hero. The one that's in charge of agent actions. We have you, I'm sending you north, and we have you, I'm sending you that way. Let's change your direction really quickly. You're going to go to Kislev and replenish these troops. And you are going to head north to fight Kislev for control of the army. No, to aid Kislev. Okay. Things are happening. Things that are not all terrible are happening. That's good. That's good, right? That's, I guess, a ridiculously strong army. Mind you, I'm still not at war with them, but I'm expecting the war to begin any minute now, basically. Alright.
Maiden of the Frosts.
Like the motherland, our friendship.
Join war against the Bone Rattlers. Sorry, no, I can't. They're just gonna own me if I do. I really just can't afford to fight them. I have way too many enemies as is. Problem is, if I start fighting a powerful foe, I reckon what the enemies are gonna do is, or what other enemies are gonna do is, they're gonna go like, "Ooh, he's distracted fighting a powerful foe. Let's attack him right now." And they're gonna be right in thinking that. So, yeah. That's Throg's army. Okay. I don't think Throg's gonna declare war on me just yet. He's a bit out of position. Sort of spread out. I kind of hope he has better things to do. But, yeah, we can now loot and occupy... we can just occupy Zarla. And we can get a few economic buildings set up here. We can really start growing this place. And we've secured the province of Northern Lisk. We can get economy buildings set up. Lovely. And this army will get most of its replenishment by next turn. So, I don't think I want to go down this path yet. We're just going to go hard to hit, and that's good. Ice Court. Let's get a Tempest Maiden once again. And we can assign another Ataman. Okay. I don't want him in the Kislev foothills. I want one from that gives me money. Money and control, that'll be good. Money and control in Northern Lisk, I think, yeah? Yeah, I mean, pretty much we're lacking control there, and there's a bunch of corruption. And mind you, he's not going to help with corruption, but this place is going to economically boom probably very soon. It's kind of tucked away between these guys in the south, the dwarves in the north, and the Hell Pit, which is fairly tame right now. There's nothing coming out of it, so... You know Kislev's a messed up place when one of the safest general directions to head in is called the Hell Pit. Speaking of, I just realized Dobrila Ungol can go help Czeslav's army by scouting for them and, you know, being a hero in the army. Yeah, the whole you're in the army now kind of thing. Okay. Good. We then have you. I'm gonna have to move these manually because I don't want to forget about any of them. And what's happening. And then we have Divna von I am sorry, I genuinely am. You are heading just, I think, in the general direction of Kislev to join up with an army that will eventually be there, if I'm making any sense. Okay, and then... Oh, look at that, there's some rats. Lovely, we've seen some rats. Okay, you need to head down there as soon as possible to wipe out the last of the Zinch invaders into Kislev. Here I'm gonna go with just some economy buildings, although let's stop right there because Bartosz Gospodar, shouldn't it be the other way around? It really should. It really should. Let's go. Rename. Should be Gospodar Bartosz, right? Because Lord Bartosz, basically. That's what that means. So we're gonna go with, I think, a whole bunch of Ice Guard for you. Yeah, and it's gonna be Ice Guard with glaives or swords. Anti-large frostbite, anti-infantry frostbite. Yeah, I think definitely swords. So we'll get some swords, and I'm also going to get another Warbear Riders unit, just to have some flexibility here. Okay, and then I'm going to get this stuff for you. And this army needs a caster now. We're going to get to that in a minute, see if we have one lying around. Which I don't think we do, but like I said, we will see. I think I have an extra Patriarch somewhere, somehow. Which, in all of this chaos, I may have made the slight oversight and made an extra Patriarch. That's, honestly, that's fine, I don't care. At this point, that's least of my concerns. Okay, so we do not have an Ice Lady, Maiden of the Ice, to add to this army down here. That's what we're missing. That was gonna be this one, but she had to take a detour over here because one of our Ice Maidens was killed, unfortunately. I mean, okay, you know, it happens. It's fine. It's fine. It happens. Force march. Keep heading this way. I want to put you at the border over here. And I want to put you kind of close to... Well, kind of close to this Ice Maiden, because that's the one that you're going to get. And then, did I assign a Patriarch for this lady?
Unwavering duty.
I don't think I have, but I think the extra one that I have might go towards her. Yeah, it's this one. Right, this one goes there. Okay, good. Good. So, that should be all of the army maneuvers sorted. Want to get some control down here, or do I want to get... whichever, this will all do. As time progresses, our economy is going to get better and better from all the buildings and buffs and stuff. It's just that, well, this situation isn't going to get better and better, unfortunately. I would be so happy if we could just take these two provinces, unify them, give this province to the Great Orthodoxy, and leave the Orcs with all of this. The Western Oblast, the South Ostland, Northern Marshes, and most of the River Linsk. Linsk, sorry. I would be so happy with that. Because that would allow me to sort of confederate these guys up here. It'll allow me to form a front line against the Chaos invasion from the north. And it would allow me, you know, depending on our relationship with them, it might even allow me to venture into the Hell Pit, take this over. And once I've done all of that, then only would I, you know, be forced to, I guess, turn this way and deal with the Orcs. And that would really wrap up the campaign nicely. Unfortunately, though, the Orcs aren't very cooperative and known to be trustworthy allies, and so...
Honored to serve the nation.
Bollocks, right? No, bollocks to that plan, but... I'll just check for trade agreements quickly.
Never yield. Demon Slayer. Kislev.
Right. Unfortunately, not going to happen. That's okay, though. Next turn. What are they doing? They're just sitting there looking at me menacingly. Is that my ally's capital that you just burnt to the ground?
Shall benefit the world.
Kind of feels like it. Okay, defensive alliance. No, I'm just going to confederate you. Again, I'm afraid of messing with stuff like that. I really don't want to have to mess with it. Sorry. Okay, we have Albrich Aniseev, a Druzhina. Druzhina? I can't do it the Anglican way. I think I heard someone pronounce it Druzine, Druzine or something. I barfed a little bit in my mouth, not gonna lie. Okay, Patriarch is in position. I do want to recruit that Druzine. Except I can't, right? Because they're with the Shadow of Change DLC, and I can't recruit them, so now I have a Lord that's level 11 that's just sitting in my recruitment roster, and I can't recruit him. That's okay. That's okay, who cares? Probably shouldn't have disbanded them. I thought I would be able to re-recruit him, because I already have him, and I thought, like, you know, that sort of made sense in my head, but I guess not. Okay, let's see what happened, geopolitically speaking. These guys are still chasing these guys, which is hilarious. Chebokov is about to fall, although this might fall also, so... all in all, not that bad. Down here, yeah, that was... it was Norden. I don't know if it was the capital, because these look really big on the screen here. It looks like this place has multiple capitals, maybe. But it's not Salisman, but these guys are losing to Chaos. Whole bunch of Chaos down here. Sorry about that, someone at the door. So, yeah, whole bunch of stuff. Karoberg has a weird color. It looks like Yeah, Karabug's color on the map looks like it's the same as abandoned settlements almost. At least I can't really spot. Okay, there is a difference, but they look very similar. Okay. Growth or economy? Growth or economy? For you? Really? Give me this on a Ataman and I'd be stoked. I mean, growth, I guess, because you're going to be with an army and you're going to run around places, and mostly newly conquered settlements need growth, so... Yeah. As much as that hurts me. Let's go with growth. Okay, are we going to get down here in time to get rid of this army before it becomes a problem? More or less. Yes, more or less, yes. Okay. Recruitment going well, which means I have about 6,000 gold ducats left to spend on construction, upgrades, and generally the economic prosperity of Kislev. Right, that's okay. You need to go on forced march immediately, and I think I'm going to go with my gut, and I'm going to send you this way. Because in my mind... Yeah, no, just need a legendary, or legendary lord. I keep saying legendary lord without meaning it. Now just need a thing, an ice maiden. Alright. This can be economic buildings too. So let's do... Actually, let's do chapel, and let's do farm. No, let's not do chapel. Let's do... Oh, yeah, yes, actually, let's do that, because financial problems. Okay. Okay. So far, not terrible. Zinj corruption should go down very quickly, because we've rooted out the main cause of aforementioned corruption. Like Ungol is going to go up Czeslaw Bukovsky, already mentioned that. These guys are going to start recruiting slowly. We are 2 turns away from wiping out Zinj forces down there. 1 turn away from getting a relatively respectable size army with Gospodar Bartosz, and then after that I'm going to need another one. And given the economic situation that I'm in currently, I can see myself kind of not having a problem with keeping up with all that. Can I... Okay. I'm going to warn them of trespassing, because I don't want them to attack the Great Orthodoxy. But I don't think they're going to respect that. I don't think it's ever worked in any of my campaigns. I mean, unfortunate, but that's just the truth of it. I don't think it ever worked out.
I approve. Tutored by ice. Exquisite.
I think that's it.
Boris Orsot, Lord of King of Kings.
I can get a non-aggression pact and a trade agreement with Khemri. And military access for a whole bunch of money. Sure, you know what? Khemri's fine as far as I'm concerned. And it's also way up in the north, and it's in an area where I don't really intend on going anytime soon. I know that there's a bunch of... I mean, look, Chaos Wastes are inhospitable to us, mountains are okay. And there's a few provinces over here which are, like, on the coast, which I could colonize. I could take over from Chaos eventually. But they're really tough to defend. I would have to defend them with a mobile army, with a standing army, right? If I make the borders instead this river and just hand them these provinces over, sure, they're going to be economically better off. They're going to probably be able to recruit more armies, but this is infinitely more defensible. And and if I do need to use a standing army, I can just go over and raid and raise some of these provinces and then come back. I think that's gonna be a better option for, thematically speaking, for Kislev, and I have tons of land over here already. I'd much rather go towards the Empire and help them out instead. And I think that's exactly what I'm going to do. Is there anything else in terms of alliances and so on that I could do? No, that's pretty much it. Okay. Building upgrade available. I'm going to skip on that one. Outpost available. Oh, I can build an outpost for... No, thank you. No, thank you. Alright, that's it, I think, for this turn. I do have a little bit more money. Is there anything I can build down here? Okay, that'll do.
Unwavering duty.
So our agents move. And this guy's going away. Okay. Multiple turns in force march. We get more movement range now with regular movement. That's good. I mean, 5% isn't that much, but Marcher plus 5% from that, plus another 5% from, I don't know, like an ancillary or a trait or something. All of a sudden, we're in a very good position. Sorry, I don't want a defensive pact with you. I'm okay with you just being on your own and independent for now, because I'm not really in a position to help you. Later, yes. Right now, no, I'm afraid not. Vladislav of the Ice is back. And we do have a high-level boyar as well. Ignore trespass warning. Lovely. Lovely. Okay, I'm going to send you that way. And I'm in a good position to start fighting the orcs. The Wargrove of Woe declared war on the orcs. And they haven't declared war on the Boyar Assembly. Well, about freaking time that look... What's the word? Smiled on us, I suppose? Out of curiosity, what's the fastest way to... Still there, right? Okay.
Never falter.
It'll take it maybe one more turn than I thought. Cool down to spells, you're definitely going to be a battle hero. It's a good time to declare war on the... What's Traghov? Let's get... No, it's bordering the dwarves. I'm okay with building economic buildings here as well. Considering these guys are leaving, I don't think it's a bad time to declare war on the orcs. Yeah? Matter of fact, I think it's a good time to declare war on them. Because I can help Constantine, yeah, Kostaltin. He looks like Rasputin.
Sister of ice.
I can help him win. I can help him kick the orcs out. Not so much with this army, probably. I think this Boris Ursus, I think you're not long for this world. I'll just be honest with you right now. But if I can drive the orcs out of these two provinces, that's 2 more provinces I've secured. That's another Ataman. Big bonuses to economy, yeah? If I can do that, Wargrove of Woe is going to keep my flanks secured. I can then start attacking this way too with Bartosz.
I deserve a larger retinue.
Boy, we are cooking with fire now, aren't we? I'm going to get 2 units of Little Grom, and I'm going to get 2 more units of Ice Guard. I don't know if Little Grom's any good or not, but I have to try it, right? And then I'm not in a position to fight yet. Although, now that I'm going to embed this unit here...
Elegantly I go.
Don't have a raiding stance, but I can trespass a little bit just to piss him off. He is in forced march. That's a lot of units, though, is the main problem. That's like 2 armies worth. But the second army is full of goblins. Azag is a very high-level lord. This army might not be ideal for him.
Obedience is devotion.
We'll see. Definitely not going to fight him this turn.
Kislev.
Next turn? Yeah. Okay, the Boyar Assembly is now at minus 12
Links in the chains that shackle disorder.
for some reason.
I return.
Okay. Do you have any armies? Oracles of Zinch, that's your army. That's your army. Do you have any armies? Jesus, I am sorry. It's just so chaotic that words escape me far too often. What I was going to say is, do you have any... I'm probably just going to disband one of the Cossars here, I think. In exchange for the Patriarch. Once he gets there, of course. I was going to say, do you have any enemies? That's what the sentence that I was going for. And they do indeed. It's these guys up there. You're going to hate me for this, but is peace an option? Definitely not with them. Alright. Good. So... my slight concern right now is that if I sign, if I do get these guys confederated, I'm going to get the Karakadrin dwarves as my southern border neighbor. Terrific guys. We'll trade with them. Excellent, you know, nothing ill against them. I'm going to get the Wargrove of Woe as my other neighbor. We have a common enemy, though. We don't yet. We will have a common enemy, though. Not the worst thing in the world, and Dryka, well, mentioned it hundreds of times. She's a birch, but maybe she can be a bit of a birch to everyone else other than me for at least a little bit. Yeah? Maybe. Okay, next turn. You know those lovely plans we had? They didn't survive first contact with the enemy. Oh, it's alright though, I expected that.
No higher.
Tell you what.
I do not tolerate hesitation.
I need to go defend my provinces. It's just, it is what it is, right? I just need to go defend my provinces. Yes, on Chapel. Okay, research. Dwarven anvils. I'm going to leave that thematically for when we get an alliance with the dwarves. Any of the dwarves. Breach load is not that important. Do I have any economic... I'm going to put it... buffs in the line. Not quite. I guess we can go with that. That's kind of economical. Save me a bit of cash.
Chaos.
Okay, Ataman, attrition when under siege, recruitment. Let's go attrition. Because you might actually be in charge of some defenses a little later down the line, but recruitment, definitely not.
All tales are mine.
Oh, that reminds me. You. Recruitment rank, growth, research rate, growth. Never mind. I was going to move him, but recruitment rank is good, and because of that, he gets to stay. Ice Court, better swords, better bows. Definitely better bows.
They are one.
No doubt about that.
Unleash Kislev's wrath.
And then...
Mistress of the Blizzard.
What the hell happened there?
Of blood.
Interesting. Okay, I have to fight. No question about it. I have to fight the orcs. They're going to raise 2 armies over here. I need to stop that from happening. And I can. And I will. With this army. Which I just realised doesn't have a caster if I do this. Okay. Let's go through the heroes again.
Through faith.
You're going up there.
For the Orthodoxy's glory, I march! That is the cause
You
of
are the
blasphemy.
action lord. You're going to need to provide me some information. And we have Dobrila Ungol, which is going
The ice.
over there. Yeah, we don't have an ice lady for you yet. That's okay. We don't need to have an ice maiden. No, ice lady just sounds kind of funnier in my head. We don't need to have an ice maiden for every single army. That's okay. Yeah, that's definitely okay.
One
Hear me roar.
Those revivalists don't want to confederate anymore. Did you just beat... You might have just beaten Throg there. I'm not sure, but it kind of looks like it.
Lord,
never yield.
yes.
I mean, well done, what can I say?
Kislev.
You guys don't even want an alliance with me anymore. Alright. Look, I don't need to confederate them as soon as possible. They can stay independent for a while longer.
Winter's call.
Really not a big issue. We're going to lose this fort, but that's okay.
For the good of Kislev.
Army down there. It's much smaller, though. Yeah, with them having a new enemy and losing the Western Oblast rapidly, I'm hoping they're going to start redeploying troops south, and that'll allow me time to strike, basically. Next turn. Yeah, we knew this was going to happen, that's okay, we can abandon this settlement. They're going to sack it and then occupy it. Oh, smart.
It is our
Not.
responsibility to vanquish evil.
Defensive alliance. Too many enemies, sorry, too weak. Alliance, too weak. No, it's just going to drag me into wars that I cannot possibly fight or win. So, sorry about that, but no. Wargrove of Woe apparently isn't even that strong compared to me. I mean, if the balance of power up here is anything to go by. Which it isn't, the most, you know... correct or accurate kind of thing to gauge power based off of, but...
Endless veneration.
Witch of the Ice.
does help. Okay,
A noble calling.
force march again.
There is no alternative.
We're fighting them next turn. Really, that's the garrison. They have a full level 3. That's fine, we can still win.
Emissary of the
We can win, I'm
Ice.
pretty sure we can win. Get Death Frost on you. Scouting not that important right now, I need combat abilities.
Tutored by ice.
For you, I wanted to attack this place. It looks like I'm going to lose Todheim anyway. And so if that's going to happen, might as well declare war and take this right now.
Ice Queen of Kislev.
Too weak. Too weak to fight manually.
Endures.
Like,
Now
no
and
contest, really.
forever.
Absolutely none.
You cannot expunge our rage.
Okay, good. Faction destroyed. Excellent. And we can invoke the Motherland. Ursun is going to give me attrition to enemy armies, support when occupying a settlement, and melee defense for all armies. This is when fighting battles, and gives me Wrath of the Bear. What's Wrath of the Bear? Buff to the army. Okay. Income from trade, income from all buildings. Bonus when constructing. I'm going to go with Ursun. Money's good. Money's very, very good, but I need to go with Ursun because I'm going to fight a lot. I need to weaken my foes. However, and wherever possible. So. I cannot afford another army yet. Which pretty much means that the entirety of the budget is going to go in the south to build economy buildings. These guys are going to go on a forced march, and they're going to fight over here. 2 turns to get there. Oof. Okay. You
Absolute devotion.
have your job up there.
Inconceivable.
He has just 1 unit, so not that important.
Frost Weaver.
And I'm gonna lose this place anyway, so I might as well declare war on
Which to be?
these guys right now. How to best do that? I'm gonna show you how to best do that. Who hates these guys? Other than me, because, you know, -200 relationship. It's the Great Orthodoxy and it's the Wargrove of Woe. Wargrove of Woe. Hi. I'm fixing to go to war on those guys. How much is it worth to you? 900. Okay. Great Orthodoxy. I'm fixing to go to war against the Bone Rattlers. How much is it worth to you? 2,000. Okay. No. I'm going to go with the Wargrove of Woes option. Juggernaut, it's less money. I don't want to steal money from the Great Orthodoxy. I need them to have a bit of money. So they can keep fighting. And so I'm going to go with the Wargrove of Woes option. Plus, it's going to give me trade deals with them. Currently, we are very unfriendly, as you can see. They condemn treaties with the Great Orthodoxy and the Boyar Assembly. You know, there's natural aversion, trespassing, etc., all kinds of problems. If I go to war against their enemies, that's going to bring up our relationships a little bit. Basically, I'm just pleading for them not to declare war on me immediately.
The ice calls.
And to just give friendship a chance.
Face my ire.
Kislev is going to besiege this.
Frozen glory.
I'm going to give him the
in exquisite trophies.
Ice Maiden. And honestly, this is easy enough to auto-resolve and just occupy. It's Kislevite land, I don't want to lay it to waste. Okay. Province secured.
The sacred embrace of ice.
Let's go with... I think Deadly Blade, yeah. Yeah, Deadly Blade. Patriarch will go with melee defense. Ice Lady goes for Wind of Death, or the Frost of Death, I suppose, the Kislev's equivalent. All the money we have goes towards economic buildings, and we are okay. We're not doing great. There's still a mess, but we're okay. Considering the fact that Catherine has been lost to us for a few turns, for like 4 or 5 turns, because she was off, you know, dealing with the rats, and in a diplomatic fashion too. oddly enough. I think we're doing just fine. Yeah? So, sure, Heart of Winter, you, what was it, Tenacity? Yeah, there you go. Commandment over here is going to be... Well, here I need to think about it, actually. Control's not going to be a problem. Awaken the land as income from buildings. Recruitment, no. Power of the church. Corruption, hero rank, chance of plague spreading. It's pretty much just going to sit at economy, I think, for a long while with that. Okay. Next turn, we take this place up. We're going to have to fight manually. After that, we have an army from down here that can go fight the... Basically, I need you to take Erengrad and hold it. Just that, nothing else. Afterwards... This place has been lost. Afterwards, hopefully, the combined efforts of Helena Zakharova and... Zakharova, technically, right? And Boris... Where is he? He is up here. Sorry, not Boris. Kislev Bukovsky. I was looking at the US Revivalists. And Kislev Bukovsky. Hopefully their combined efforts will be enough to keep to take this from the orcs. Which leaves one huge gap in your strategy juggernaut, doesn't it? And that's the Zinch forces from the north. I know. I'll see whether Bukovsky can go and deal with this now or later, depending on how stuff revolves around here and down here. But you also got to remember, I have another army on standby, or not on standby, another army rushing to aid. And that's this one. So, yeah. Overall, I think we're pretty good, and the next few turns are well planned out, and I don't think that the plan's going to change much. It is if the Skaven declare war on me immediately, or if the Wargrove of Woe does, but I don't think that's going to happen. So, yeah. Good. I think we can cut it here. Thank you very much for watching, ladies and gentlemen. Like, subscribe down there if you enjoyed the video, and we'll stay tuned with the rest of the content that I produce on this channel. Next time, we're going to try and kick the orcs out of Kislev and somewhat unify the land. I mean, with this, we will have kicked out most of the foreigners out of Kislev. The Western Oblast is going to fall, but, yeah, you know, it is what it is. We can't have everything. But, yeah. And after that, obviously, we have the campaign in the Hell Pit, which probably is going to fall down to Katrin. We need to secure our border against the Skaven this way. And the border in the north, too. And we're probably going to need to fight the Chaos Forces in the south. So, again, we're going to be, you know, littered about in 4 different directions with our armies. But with more provinces, I think it's much more manageable. And with better armies as well, because these guys are going to get experience. They're going to get... They already have good troops. They're going to get more experience. They're going to get more points and stuff like that. So, perks and so on and so forth. So, yeah, I'm pretty happy with how that's going. All right. I'll see you all next time. If you want to support the channel directly financially, there are options to do so down in the description below with both Patreon and channel memberships. And if not, then you merely watching is all the support that I need. This is just if you're feeling a bit extra generous, of course, as always. I'll see you all next time. Have fun, take care, and bye-bye.